How y'all doing? Good. I'm so happy. I'm glad that you guys showed up. I really appreciate it. It makes my life a lot easier, and I feel like I'm doing something that's productive to help out the community. I want you guys to start off. We're going to start off with like a simple exercise. We're just gonna just take a moment, take like some deep breaths, and just kind of ground ourselves so we can take this moment in and just enjoy it for what we got. So I want you to just relax for a second. No worries. Yeah, close the door. And when people come in, they can just drop in. No worries. So I want you guys to take deep breaths. Deep breath in, hold it for 5 seconds if you can. And exhale. Take another deep breath. And exhale. Let your arms fall to your side or whatever you feel that's relaxing to you. Take another deep breath. I'm going to do 2 more. And exhale. Hey, Daddy. Take another deep breath. And release. All right. Just enjoy the 2 seconds that you got. Probably the first time you got a chance to wind down a little bit. It's been going. Relax. All right. And when you're ready, open up your eyes. There you go. How you feeling?
Great.
Good. How you feeling?
Excellent.
You feeling better now?
Oh, absolutely.
More grounded?
More in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes life has us in this weird space where we're always going, and it's just like we end up being frantic and we
I'm
don't
a little
know.
agitated. I really don't want to be bothered.
Yeah,
Now I feel it.
a little bit better. I love that. How about you?
I feel optimistic.
Okay. He like, I'm chilling. How y'all feeling over there? Hey, y'all. We got 20 people in the room. What do you do, y'all? All right, so we are here to talk about generational change. I can't say generational trauma here, but we're here to help you understand what's going on in the subconscious part of your brain. This is a journal exercises sponsored to you by Louise Watley Library, and they've come together to help me to create this start of the class. This is a 12, like once a month class, but we'll reconnect throughout the week, like once a week in different locations. And the goal of me doing this is so that everybody can start getting connected as a community, and also to showcase like what we have to offer within our community. The next class will be next week. I'm still not sure what day quite yet because I gotta schedule out that, but it will be at the South Terminal because it's brand new and it's open, and they said that we can have the space for free, so I can have classes and you guys can get some food. You can bring your family, and it'll be more like a family outing in a sense, where you guys get an opportunity to share what you've learned this week about yourself. So each week will be a deeper dive of you getting to know yourself a little bit more, and to share what you have learned and to literally dive in really deep. The purpose of this is to help community, and the best way that we can help community is by helping ourselves first in order for us to be a better version for the community so they can let their light shine as well. What y'all think? Rich Risings, what's up, y'all? Hey, y'all. I gotta make sure I talk to y'all too. So, my name is NaKeesha, and I was a teacher for roughly about, thank you. I appreciate it. I was a teacher for roughly about, if you didn't get a chance to scan that.
Thank you.
There you go. I was a teacher for about 4 years, and I taught elementary students, and I was the teacher of the year, which was fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I enjoy what I do as far as teaching goes. I need to set that up a little bit better. Sorry, y'all. I enjoy what I do as far as teaching goes, um, and so that has been my inspiration. I am a certified Theta Healing practitioner. That pretty much means that I help people understand what's going on in the subconscious part of their brain. I'm one of less than 100 people who do what I do that are black.
Say that again?
I'm a certified Theta Healer practitioner, which means I help people understand what's going on in the subconscious part of their brains. I'm one of less than 100 black people that does what I do. So right now I'm a pioneer, which is cool. Hey y'all. So with that, I gotta fix y'all real quick. With that being said, the goal is to. Hey y'all. Hey Dick. Hey everybody. I love that you guys are here too. Yes. Did you take the survey? I forgot. Taurus. Did you take the survey, Vic? No? Okay, cool. When you take the survey, what it'll do is um, it will give you a series of questions, and it'll help me determine what version of belief you have. Uh-huh. And you should have gotten a response back from that. Uh-huh. That's the QR code. All right, can y'all hear me better? Hey y'all. Yay. Thank you for the likes. Okay, so now I'll wait till he comes back.
In the meantime, I'm kind of like going back and forth.
Huh.
I made an offer to this guy to buy his home, but right now I'm just trying to figure out what needs to be the upkeep on it, like what needs to be repaired, and that's why I'm in and out.
Oh, no worries. No worries. So what were you saying though? I couldn't hear you.
That's why I'm gonna be like in and out of looking at the phone.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be rude about it.
Oh, no, you're fine. I appreciate it. Like you being here in school because we just met yesterday, so I'm cool with it. Mm, Tell me your name one more time. Cheryl. I just think of Taurus every time I see you. Every time I see you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me too. We gonna like another person have to use the bathroom real quick. All right, and so now we have, like I said, I was teaching a teacher of the year, and I've been doing this for almost 5 years as a certified theta healer practitioner. I've been on TikTok for 4 years, and I've taught over 100,000 people what I'm sharing with you guys. So I'm like, oh, I get a chance to be in front of people real life to share what I have to offer. Um, I have a master. I gotta share all this stuff though. Got a master's degree in business administration. So this is my company and my business, and I kind of tied all of these things together. Um, and the purpose of this, for me to do this, as I said it before, was to make sure that all of you guys and the people that I've touched from this point on have an opportunity to question the why. Why are things happening the way that they are in your life, and to understand the purpose of it. So we're gonna do something fun because this is boring just talking to y'all, and y'all just kind of like, oh, we're in a lecture. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna make it fun. So the first thing I want you guys to do is have you guys drink any water? Have you drank any water? Okay, cool. Water?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So what I need you guys to do is put your feet flat on the ground. Y'all too. Make sure you have some water. What I need you to do is put your feet flat on the ground, and I want you to hold your fingers up like this, like a peace sign. What do you do? Only one though. And I want you to try to close your fingers, but feel the resistance. Once you feel the resistance, you can stop. Okay? Got it? All right. Now, what I want you to do is to state your name. I want you to say, my name is, and then say your name, and then do the same thing. Close down until you can't, until you can feel the resistance. So, my name is, and then say your name. You gotta say your name first. So, my name is NaKeesha, and then you try to close your fingers until you feel the resistance. You gotta say it outside. All right, and when you feel the resistance, you can stop. Now, what I want you guys to do is this is fun. I promise it's fun. What I want you guys to do is to tell me what it is that you do not like to eat. The number one thing you've tried. No, just tell me. The number one thing you tried is said, "Oh, this is gross. I can't stand it. I don't never want to eat it again." What is it? Ladies first. You like everything. Okay, cilantro. All right, you.
Wax beans.
Wax beans, you. Sour cream. All right, now what I want you to do the same thing, and I want you to say, I love, for me, is chickpeas. I love, and y'all put it in the comments too. I love the thing that you just told me you don't like to eat. So for me, it'll be chickpeas. I love chickpeas. And then try to close your fingers. What should happen is your fingers should feel weak and they should close. Uh-huh. You feel it? Yeah. All right. So what just happened is this is a reflection of what your body holds on to. Your body holds on to memories. Huh?
I didn't care. Close faster.
Yeah. As long as it's closed. So,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So this is called muscle testing. Doctors use this and nurses use this when they connect with their clients to find out what's wrong with them. I use it in my practice to share with people this is what's going on in the back of your subconscious. Your body holds memory. Okay. Your body is water and it holds memories for eons, right? And when you say anything, when you speak things into existence, sometimes what ends up happening, I'm gonna put this right here so I don't forget to talk to y'all. All right. Sometimes what ends up happening is that when you say things or you speak things into existence, they contradict each other. Just like what happened with what we just did. You said something and your body was like, that ain't true. You know, you lied to yourself. You already know. Stop lying, right? This is the same thing that happens to us in our day-to-day lives. This is what stops us from moving forward in our lives because it's our subconscious program that's embodied in our well-being. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. So whenever you think about anything that you want in your life, does that make sense to y'all? I got y'all. When you're thinking about the things that you want in your life, if you start speaking it and you do this and you're like, I have this, da 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 da. And if your fingers close, then your body recognizes that that's a barrier that you can't have. The problem that comes into that, the reason why that is because there are 62 people that help to make up who you are. And those 62 people all have different experiences that help to create you. And in those experiences, they can share through your DNA, through epigenetic coding. They can share with you what they had to go through and those barriers that were created in your blood and in your bloodline, not just through traditions, but also the words that they spoke. Your family all has their own special traditions that they have, and those traditions can prevent you from moving forward or question why whether or not why am I not moving forward? Why don't I have these things? Prime example, when we're looking at the things that are around us, especially in this economy and the things that we're facing in the day-to-day, in our day-to-day space, when we're looking at these things and we want to get a house, right? But we already understand through our cultural dynamics, the barriers that comes with that, especially with us being the color that we are. right? That's the number one factor. Redlining. All of these things play a huge factor in our coding in our subconscious. So if we try to move forward and say, hey, I want to get this house, something inside you, it seems like it's trying to hold you back. I can't get it. Like it's impossible. Why would you even want to try? That's when these ideas of doubt start to come in your head. For me, the understanding is these are the epigenetic coding or the teachings that we have been taught that has been passed on to us from generations that stops us and prevents us from moving forward. Any questions?
No, man.
Okay. Because I know I can move kind of fast and okay. So what I do is I help people challenge those thoughts, be it consciously or subconsciously, because we have the power to do so. This also affects us in our health when we have generational traumas dealing with uh, well, okay, I see you. When we have generational traumas when it's pertaining to our health. In the black community, we have high rate of high blood pressure, heart disease, the sugars. We got all of these things that are preventing us from moving forward. Cancer, all of these things that are preventing us from moving forward. But it also stems from the beliefs of we shall overcome. The the idea of we have to work 2 times harder, 3 times faster. We got to be this, and it's always we have to be better. And those things is it's like our blood crying out and saying no. We have to do this. We have to stand strong. We have to fight for our right to be. And subconsciously, it tells our body like, okay, we have to live in adrenaline. We have to live in fight or flight forever. And so our body reacts to that. Questions?
I don't feel like this.
Okay.
Growing up, yes. Now, at the age I am now, I don't want to fight 3 times, 4 times harder. That's just how I feel. That's all. I get it, I get it. I don't. I'm gonna get sad and upset, but I will put in the effort that I feel like the next person put in. Pitch more, no more less. So I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't apply to me.
Well, I respect that because what happens is as we get older, and what I've noticed in my practice that the more we get older, the more we don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that's us actually utilizing our subconscious and our conscious thoughts. So, according to psychologists say we have roughly about 5% of our overall well being. That's all we operate on. That's our free will. So, that's all we have. That's all we're working with. And when we're coming into this world after the age of 7, we're already pre programmed from our family and our parents and all this stuff. And so we go throughout life constantly working and being distracted. And because of those distractions, what ends up happening is we start burying those things that we have been taught in the back of our mind. However, we start to live on autopilot because of the things that has happened between our in from growing up and who we are now. And so because we're distracted and we don't have enough time to like figure it out and take out the time to look at things, we still live in that place. But when we become a more seasoned and we're heading into retirement, we actually have time to sit and reflect.
But I still put the 100% in now. I'm not saying I drop it down to 20 or 30. I'm
I
still
got
putting
you.
in the,
No,
okay.
no, no. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is your way of thinking now. It's like, well, I don't care. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna give it my best,
Right.
regardless of the fact. But if I get it, I get it. And if I don't, I don't. But I at least try.
That's what
Yeah, I hear you.
not just,
We
oh,
hear.
I'll put 10% in.
Yeah, no.
I'm not doing anything.
No, we're here.
Okay.
And so basically, what I'm saying is, we get to this point and we still want to try. But sometimes, like I'm learning with a lot of my clients that are over 50, 60, they're like, oh, well, I don't, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I've already lived this
It's
life.
an inner point.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point? You're like, I get it because I
ain't there
want
yet.
to.
I understand how you feel.
Yeah, and I get it too. But that's also when we start to get to the point where we're starting to let go of those subconscious um, traditions that we've been given. Like when it comes down for me, when it comes down to what your grandmother told you. Generational trauma is not just what your grandmother told you, it's what she couldn't tell you, and it's the survival wiring that she passed down that you live in. So think of your grandmother. What was some of the things, and y'all too, think of your grandmother. What were some of the things that your grandmother said to you that you still hold on to? Never get married.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Y'all too, put it in the comments.
It was always women first.
Put women first. Okay? What your grandma say?
Be careful who you trust.
Be careful who you trust. All right. And my grandma would always say, well, I'm not gonna say that one. My grandma would say, okay, I'm gonna say it. It's bad though. Well, my grandma would always tell me, don't get connected. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice because my daddy's on the other end. My grandma would always tell me exactly the same. Be careful of the people that you're around. And she also told me, don't be in no rush to get married. Right? So, and there's reasons why that our families would say that, right? Like when it comes down to you and I, I'm looking, gotta go fight or flight. Gotta process, fight or flight. I got you. I'm looking at the comments, I swear. But when it comes down to what our grandmothers told us, the reason why our grandmothers told us these things is because of the dynamics in which they lived in. Women didn't have rights. They had to get married in order for them to have things, right? They didn't have the pleasures of having a way to get on their own house, their own cars, their own anything. They had to marry, right? They had to marry a man, and it didn't matter what man they married, as long as they had married a man. All right, cool. And then you stay married to this man. Doesn't matter how this man treated you, doesn't matter how this man would treat you, you have to deal with it. So this woman, our grandmothers, are telling us this because they were in prison. But she and I, and you and I, and all of us aren't in that same state anymore, right? Like we have a choice of whether or not I'm 45, I've never been married. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have a choice, and I'm okay. I mean, I'm not the best right now, but I'm okay. But we all have the opportunity to do what we want and to continue to live on with that tradition. All that does is it creates barriers because our number one focus is not getting married. Money don't grow on trees. Let's talk about that one too. Aw, thank you so much. Yeah, money don't grow on trees. That was your daddy. That's my daddy too. It's daddy. My daddy's right up in there. You're good. You're good. But yeah, money doesn't grow on trees. That's another great one because the idea that money doesn't grow on trees only allows you to think that there's no opportunity for you to grow or to maintain money outside of working. When in actuality, money does grow on trees if you know how to plant fruit and you know how to pick the fruit, you know how to barrel, to harvest the fruit, and you know how to sell the fruit. Money does in fact grows on trees. But you have to think where they were thinking, where they were coming from. Because in the dynamic, especially in the urban community, what ends up happening is these trees that were so fruitful was removed from our urban communities. Therefore, the thought of money doesn't grow on trees is fact because in which they were growing up in during the Jim Crow era, during the Civil Rights era, those things were removed during the 1980s, during the Cold War. All of these things play a factor, but we don't live in that time anymore. And so we have to start rewiring and questioning all of the things that we've been taught by our family. Any questions? Any questions? Any thoughts?
I just thought about how, like, you just said that money grows on trees, like, when money grows on trees, I'm like kind of taking a step to plant my tree
Mm-hmm.
right now. Like, I'm 25.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I'm like 30, 40, all that.
You're gonna have some money growing on some trees.
I'm trying to take my shoes out and pick my feet up.
That part. I'm gonna leave this open so y'all can hear what they're saying too, okay? So y'all can feel included. Ah. All right. Y'all share your thoughts too. I'm reading them. I swear I am. I am. So he just said that he knows that money does grow on trees. When you think about things like that, what it does is it puts a subconscious block where you can't be creative. Oh, no worries. Where you can't be creative in your thought process. It creates those barriers that you can't stay open. And what ends up happening, because it's a subconscious belief that's been programmed to you, your mind only knows to focus on this one thing. It's not going to be open to anything else. It's going to bypass everything else that's been given to you because of these traditions that you've accepted and known as your truth because it's been told to you since you were a little kid. Now, a lot of the things when it comes down to like generational trauma as well is it's created to keep you small and it's created to keep you in a box. And sometimes we don't know what it feels like to break free from that box because nobody else before us ever has.
Right.
And so when we step out into our new normal and what we know we don't have these barriers, then there's no one there to kind of guide you in that space. You have to be the pioneer, right? And when that happens, sometimes it can be discouraging and it can put you in a position where you become fearful and then you start to self-sabotage.
Here he come.
That part.
Yeah.
Can I like
Here he come.
That part.
can I like kind of relate on that?
Yeah, you can. Feel free.
So for me, like growing up, like my dad was like the smartest person I ever met.
Wow.
Like he was even smarter than my teachers, I felt. So for me, he was like, he always said like I'm not the smartest person. And that to me, like as a kid, that seemed crazy because I never asked him something he didn't know the answer.
Wow.
So for me, that kind of like put a battery in my back to, as I was growing up. You know, he died when I was like 17 or whatever. So for me, that like kind of, all right, if I can't have him, I'm gonna find somebody smarter than me, like basically a mentor to help me figure out like, all right, how do I bridge this gap between what I know and what I haven't learned yet? So yeah, that's how I always try to go about things.
I think that's cool, but there's a thin line that many of us have been conditioned to accept the idea of being humble.
Mm-hmm.
Be big. Like there's no purpose of you being humble. If you know what it is that you know, then be okay in knowing that. But also understanding like, okay, cool, I don't know everything, but what I do know, I stand on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can still be confident in who you are and allow other people to see your light and allow other people to learn from you, and you still have that interchange of learning from someone else in confidence.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when it comes down to that whole be humble idea, it's because of slavery. When kids were smart, what ends up happening is those kids would be smart and the master would see that they were smart and either sell them or utilize them in some way, shape, or form. But now that we're not in that space anymore, what's the point of us being in this position where we can't be confident in what we do and what we have and who we are? Thank you guys for your insight.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so when it comes down to your brain, this is one thing that I want you, and feel free to take notes if you want to. That's why you got the little card thingy if you want to. Thank you, this is a lot better. You're more than welcome. Thank you. You're like, we can hear y'all. Now, when it comes down to your brain, there are 5 brain waves that I usually focus on. The first one is your delta brainwave. Your delta brainwave, did you watch the webinar? Okay, no worries. Your delta brainwave, I just want to make sure I wasn't reiterating the same thing that you already saw. Okay. Your delta brainwave is the very first brainwave that you had when you were a little kid. That's when you fall asleep, you're learning fast, and every 2 hours you're like, and then you laugh and you giggle, and then you go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And then you laugh and you giggle and you go back to sleep. That's that whole two hours time frame. But during that time, what's happening in your brain is you are now healing yourselves at a rapid rate. You're growing at a rapid rate, and you are learning at a rapid rate. The only time an adult can actually get to that point is through medicine. If you hurt yourself, you go through injuries or anything, or pregnancy, you go through injuries or anything like that, they'll give you medication in order for your body to start healing at a rapid rate. Like morphine, I don't know if I can say morphine, but the hard narcotics. The hard stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
That puts you to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The etymology of the word humble will trip you out. It will. She said the etymology of the word humble will trip people out because we say the words, but we don't really know the full meaning and the justification behind it. And it's really keeping us very small. Or when I hear the term, we must be meek and humble.
Right.
Meek means being strong within, regardless. So you still take up space, take it up. But so your delta brainwave is the space where you go to sleep when you're creating something, a little person, or you are recreating your body and healing at a rapid rate. That's your delta brainwave.
Are you at that stage when you sleep?
No.
Okay.
The stage that you're in when you go to sleep is the delta. The theta brainwave. Yep.
My bad.
No, you're good. The theta brainwave. Your theta brainwave is your REM sleep. This is when you are dreaming. This is your dream space. This is also the place where you are connected to source, whoever you subscribe to. Whoever you subscribe to. I'm not here for that. But this is the space where you are connected to the dreams, the spirit world, all of those things. This is also the place where you can manifest. The place where when you create the life that you want, when you pray and you want the things you desire, this is where all of that comes from, your theta brainwave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When you're growing up, a lot of times when it comes down to your theta brainwaves, your theta brainwaves is developed during the time of your childhood, from the age of 7 all the way up to 19, till you're about an adolescent. So if you can remember, yeah, all of us, if y'all can remember when you were a teenager, right, and you wanted something, or when you were a kid and you said you wanted something, a lot of times you always got it because you were in a space of purity and you didn't have trauma and things to kind of block you. By the age of 18, 19, 20, then you get into the age of your alpha brainwave. Your alpha brainwave is when you are like where you are in a state of concentration but relaxed. That's where you are. Same for you. And you. This is your alpha brainwave where you're just kind of almost meditating but not, which is cool. And then you have your beta brainwave. That is your brainwave where you are connected to understanding, where you're connected to your concentration. So I always say, when you're getting ready to go to work or go to school or go somewhere, you got to grab your keys, you got to get your clothes, you got to do all this stuff. You're concentrating on getting out of the house. And then you have your gamma brainwave. This is your stress factor. This is where the stress comes in. Whatever you're looking at, you react. Whatever you're looking at, you react. And whatever you focus on, you react. This is your gamma brainwave. All of these things play a big part. Those two brainwaves, your beta brainwaves and your gamma brainwaves, those two are developed as you are becoming an adult. For you, your frontal cortex is coming into full connection during this age that you're in right now. So things start to make sense, but the trauma that you've gone through starts to create, like when I told you guys before, we start living in autopilot. That's where this starts. And so what I do is I help people kind of clear out that clutter so we're not focusing on, oh my God, I don't have enough money for this. Oh my God, I don't know what to do with this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because what we're doing is we're creating this barrier where we can't connect to our inner person, to our theta brainwave. Make sense?
Yes.
The place where you can start to manifest and to create and to dream and to imagine, and the place where you can just be yourself truly. Any questions?
I kind of want you to go again deeper on that.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know how deep you want me to go, so you gotta ask the question. Any questions, y'all?
No, just go ahead. It's gonna come to me.
Okay. All right, now what I want you guys to do is to close your eyes, lower your gaze. This is your time. No one is watching you. This is between you and whoever you subscribe to. I want you to take a deep breath in. Let it go. Another breath, deeper this time. Let your shoulders drop. I want you to imagine a beautiful, warm light above your head. It's not judging you. It's not disappointment in you. It's just love. Pure, unconditional, knowing love. Let that light begin to gently move down you into the top of your head. Feel the warmth in your mind, releasing the thoughts for just a moment. Let it move down into your throat, into your chest, past the armor that you've built, and into your heart. In this space, there is no performance, no need to prove anything. You are simply seen. And from this place, just ask, show me what I am ready to release. Don't force it, just notice it. Notice what comes to mind. Face it, either a face, a feeling, or a word. All right, and now in this space, ask, show me what I am ready to receive. Know that this connection is always here for you. It doesn't leave when you open your eyes. Slowly bring them back. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, gently flutter your eyes open. Okay? Write down what you felt when you're ready.
I'm hungry.
She was like, food. She's pregnant next to me. She's like, we gotta eat. Where's your snack?
I have to wait till I get home.
Well, we're almost done. Okay, if you guys want to share the one word that came to mind, or the thought that came to mind?
Mine was peace.
Peace.
At first I wrote peach, but
You was like food.
it was peace.
So you need to work on peace and finding peace?
I guess so.
Okay.
Let me double check now. Mine was two things, really.
Okay.
It was a feeling of surrealness and tranquility.
Okay.
Where I could actually feel like I could, just a piece of, like I could take a nap and wake up and still feel great and just, it's like I didn't think about gas price. I just felt
Right.
like this shit ain't gonna last forever.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of feeling like I'm gonna enjoy it as long as you keep us under like that.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was hypnotized.
A little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just a little bit. No, actually.
Little twang.
Because I'm out peek an hour and look around.
I
ain't
did.
open my eye at all.
He was like, I need this moment. I'm taking this moment for
Great.
myself.
Yeah. It was different than anybody else who's ever done that before.
Really?
Totally different. I'm dead serious.
I love that.
I don't know what it was more peaceful and I didn't
Before
feel like you forced it.
The leaf blower started blowing.
I took it out. As soon as I heard it, it was already gone.
I love that.
Yeah, it was different. Felt good.
What about you?
For me, my three words were release, epiphany, and insightful.
Release, epiphany, and insightful.
Yeah, I started thinking about some stuff.
What were you thinking about?
I got some people in my life I need to move around.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the epiphany part. The relief came from like the breathing part. It's been a minute since I just like, took it in. Insightful.
You seem
It's like-
excited a little bit now.
Yeah.
You seem a little like glow on your face a
Connected.
little bit. I'm serious, bro. I'm not. You just seem happy now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You talking louder?
Oh, insightful. That's come from just seeing stuff for what it is.
That's good.
Yeah.
You might want to bottle that.
Yeah,
exercise
it's
up
that,
and
hey,
sell
it's
it.
like, right here, that's what we're
Yeah,
doing.
file it down.
You remember I told you how I love history, right?
Uh-huh.
But you know, history is
History.
Story, yeah.
So I was just, I'm big mama in my family right now
Makes sense.
because all our past big mamas is all gone. So I think everybody gets stuck and want to go back to slavery, but we don't never sit down and talk about before slavery. Like, we did not come from slavery. That was just it was a long time, a long period of time in our lifespan, but we did not come from there. And I think I just feel like once we get an understanding of where we actually come from and what we did during those times, I can find peace of becoming who Big Mama was today. I don't know, I feel like a lot of weight because the family is divided, and I don't know, it just feel like everybody brings up slavery. Like,
So her definition of big mama is different. You have a different term.
my big mama is my grandma. We had a big
Yeah.
mama and a big daddy.
Ah.
That's
Yeah.
what we called
That's
our
what we call it.
grandparents.
That's like
down
in the
here.
South, like the big mama.
Oh yeah, up north we
Yeah.
don't. I don't even know. Okay,
So,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So when I closed my eyes and we did that, I can see where we was before.
That's
Oh,
beautiful.
that's cool.
And that's why I picked peace, because it's like me being comfortable with my roots should make everybody else be comfortable with themselves.
And I 100% agree with that. And the only reason why I brought up the slavery part is because there are 62 people locked in our DNA. That tracks us back 125 to 150 years ago. The goal is to give those people within our DNA the peace that they need within us so we can evolve. Either we can evolve past the slavery idea into the new version of who we are and what we're called to be. But we can't do that if we're constantly sweeping it under the rug. It's impossible. And so many of us, from the people before us, have continued to sweep things like that underneath the rug, and it just builds up. And this is where we are today in our society. Nobody has really, some people have taken out the time to like dig deep and say, okay, cool, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need none of this, and let me just go on and clean this. That's what I'm here for. We got it is buried deep inside of us, but it can be removed so we can see the fullness of who we are called to be, the people who we were before we got here into this country, or
Queen.
the ones who were already here in this country.
Yeah. We were smart people.
Right. And we have a combination of that, but this is the constant plague because we have to deal with it. When we walk outside of here, we're right here at a liquor store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the stuff that's part of our community that, does it really need to be here? No, not in the amount that it needs to be here. We don't need to see one every corner. We
Right.
don't need to see a title loan right next door to a liquor store,
Churches, check.
a churches, 5 churches on the same strip. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we come together and connect and actually make it a full community environment where people can evolve?
Can we address that one day?
Oh, absolutely.
Because that really helps me, that gets under my skin really bad.
Which, what?
What she's talking about, what you're talking about, never focusing on before, only stopping right at the
Yeah.
slavery thing.
Yeah.
What about when we had boats and fishing and all
Yeah.
this stuff before even some damn Christopher Columbus who didn't even exist.
Yep.
But I think about that and I misunderstood the term until you broke it down for me. 'Cause we don't use that word, but
Yeah.
I am gonna use it now. Okay.
Big mama.
Big mama. And then I look at the gas price. I can go on Cleveland Avenue. This food's sitting at $4.39, but then I can go down to Griffin. Here's is $3.01. In the black area, you pay for that shit. It makes me so angry. But you go to Johns Creek, they sitting at $2.79.
Yep.
So why is that? I want to know why are we settling for that? Why are we still pulling in that gas station? But the bars are all over there. Why don't we keep accepting that?
And that's the conditioning that I was talking about from the subconscious way of thinking. Because even our society, no, it's all good. We're gonna dive into
Okay.
these things though. But even our society, this is what I would consider to be a historical trauma, right? This is a historical belief. This is the historical belief that this is where we're supposed to be, right? Even with one of the ladies that has lived here all her life. We went to Terminal South, and they had really, really nice stores in there. That's why I'm like, I want to
I
go.
don't even know what Terminal South is.
It's right, you know where the coffee shop is, where we
And
saw
I'm a
it?
Brady baby. So.
Brand new.
You know where the coffee shop is? Right down the street by the
The
trail
train
tracks.
tracks.
Yeah, right across the street,
They
right there.
building that.
Oh, it's open
It's
now.
open now,
Yeah.
so we're gonna have class over there, so everybody can experience it. Y'all can go experience it at your own time too, but
I'm gonna wait.
yeah. But when we walked over there, she was like, "Oh my God, we can have nice things too." And I looked at her, I was like, "Wait a minute,
Wow, brainwashing.
yeah." But that also like reiterated the reason why I feel called to do this here and now. Because our people don't even realize that, yeah, we are supposed to have nice things. It's not, can we have it too? No, we're supposed to have it too.
Yeah, abundance.
Yeah,
Not the preacher way.
no,
That's another topic I want to
That's a
get
whole
on
nother
too,
topic.
yeah.
We will.
But for me to leave my place to come support you when I don't know you from Adam's House Cat, I think you pulled a Jedi mind trick.
yeah,
You got me out of the house.
Yeah.
So obviously you
I
got
love
my
it.
attention.
Because that is the Jedi mind trick, that muscle tested.
Yeah.
And then we had someone who mentioned that they felt warm then anger. That warm and anger, I want you to dive into that, Baby Blue 99383. I want you to consider thinking about where the anger comes from. Like, what are you angry? What makes you so upset? Like, what is it? And put it in the comments. And they did not kidnap slaves from Africa. We were doctors, farmers, and politicians, and etc.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I know my.
Yep.
I know my
Yep.
history.
Yep. We're on that.
It kind of upsets me that at our big age,
That part.
we're still following trends of other people. I don't know.
No, I 1,000% agree. And that's why I'm here doing what I'm doing. I don't look like, I'm not a trend at all. I'm 100% who I am, right? And so even with you, when you and I met and your daughter, you know, and the accomplishments that she's excelling, you know what I mean? Like, these are the things that I'm used to seeing. But people like her and you, those are the things that many people in our communities are used to seeing. Just like you, when you and I were talking, and you were sharing that you have been able to speak at certain events and venues. We don't see people like you in the community. We don't see people like me. We don't see people like any one of us in the community. And that's a challenge. And I'm here to try to be like, hey, we don't have to like continue to settle for this and to continue to do the same thing over and over again. It's redundant, and something has to change. And I know I have one way to help make those changes happen. Make sense? Okay. And we just got through talking about the triggers. A lot of times, like he was saying, these are the triggers that we're experiencing even now on topic. Knowing that we're better than slavery. Slavery didn't have to be our beginning. Slavery was the beginning because this is what was given to us, but that's not the truth. When we're looking at our society, go ahead.
It was basically the Caucasians began.
That part. That part. Is their
It was
colon. It
never
was
ours.
colonization's history,
Yeah.
not
They hit it
ours.
Right on the nail, history,
And the only reason why is to keep us in bondage
for so long.
mentally.
But did our school teachers know that then, or they didn't know either? 'Cause
They're
I
part
was-
of the system.
That makes me, see, we gotta touch bases on that.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I feel cheated.
It's a lot of people that's part of the system.
And that's the thing. Like for me, I was a
Wow.
part of the system too. I used to, like I said, I used to be
You
a
can
school
admit it,
teacher.
no, at least you can
Yeah,
admit
but
it.
they have a certain thing that they're authorized
Yep.
to teach.
Yep.
And when you sign that contract, that's all you are able to teach.
So she couldn't question, say, well, that's not true,
No,
Dean, or
not
whomever.
in her school.
I always pushed the
Wow.
envelope. I literally always pushed the envelope.
That's why you only was a teacher for 4 years.
I quit eventually. Yeah, I had to quit because the reason
Wow.
why I had to quit is because
Your
the
consciousness
yeah,
was killing you
it was
inside.
kicking my butt because okay, so the lady that owned the school that I worked at in Las Vegas, she made a statement about black people and slavery, and another lady who came from the South, and I'm on the West Coast. The lady who came from the South was like, slavery was justified and that it was going to end because it was economically impossible for them to continue on. Slavery was just for economics, and all of the things that people said they went through was not true. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't care if you are the owner of the school.
Right,
I don't care. Excuse me.
it's a ball-faced lie.
Excuse me. And she never acknowledged me.
Of course
She never,
not.
right. She never
You're a threat
acknowledged me.
now.
But I'm the only one who's got my hand up. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to deal with this. This is not my life. And from that moment on, I was like, I can't, this is the third time that I've bucked against the system.
Yeah.
It's the third time I bucked
This
against,
is a better fit for you.
yeah, this is me.
All different walks of life.
This is
All
me.
different walks.
Right, that part. We got seven people on this live. We had over 50 people in the live earlier.
Yeah.
So this is me, right? And I learned that I don't have to live in this state of being. I've had it happen to me when I was at a bank branch manager. I was a bank branch manager. One of the regional managers told me my hair was too big. I was too black. It was a lot of stuff. Like
What
I'll
that got to do
never-
with the money that you're
What does
making
that
for
have to
bank
do with the
and
money?
the customer service you're
That
getting?
part. And so what I did, I'm petty. I'm big petty. I'm
Big,
big
fat,
petty.
big mama, big fat.
I'm big petty. And so I was like, well, you know what? This is what we're going to do, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and be the third bestseller of this entire bank. And I'm gonna have the grandest time. I'm gonna make all the loans. I'm gonna get all the loans, the smallest bank that we got in the whole entire bank system, the whole little company. I'm gonna be the best, or at least the top. And then we're gonna take this trip to Chicago, and we're gonna stay in this nice 5-star hotel, and I'm gonna hang out with my cousin. I don't care about these meetings and stuff.
Right.
Bump the meetings, I don't care. I'm gonna hang out with my cousin because he's in Chicago. And we at the 5-star, I'm sleeping, I'm chilling, we going on trips. Come back, I throw in my 2-week notice, explain to them why I quit because I was done with it.
Whoa. That was a gut shot right there.
That part.
Yeah. Well, can we talk to you? Can we?
Oh, no, I got
I
so
ain't want to
many-
talk to her.
I got so many things like, oh my God, NaKeesha, oh my God, I can't believe
That's just how they talk to
I have a black friend.
Oh,
My-
there's another one.
And she watches my children. I was like, that's your nanny. You pay
Yeah.
her. That's not a friend.
Would you be so surprised at how many of us is part of the system? That's the reason
That
why we
part.
can't get nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I have, and this is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I'm tired of saying, let's worry about generational wealth. No. Let's clean up the clutter first and look at our environment and start to change that so we can collectively create this
That was one
generational
of those
wealth that we've been
questions on
talking
that
about.
thing. Well,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you sneaky.
I'm good at what I do.
Invite my sister next week.
Please do. Please do. All right. All right. That's pretty much it. You guys.
An hour went by that fast.
It did. We're at 56 minutes. We got 4 more minutes. If you got any
Everybody was
questions.
sitting here just
Right. Y'all opening up now. I love it.
starting with him.
All y'all opening up.
No, this was remarkable.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I told you when you asked me, I said, I'm all right.
Yeah, you
I wish
did.
you had left me alone. That was that feeling. I didn't want to be bothered. You saw it over my face.
Yes, I did. I was like, just go
You
in
didn't
there.
stop though. You
Have
didn't
a-
stop.
have a moment.
No, you said, just go have a moment.
Go have your
I
moment.
said, she gonna be one of them. Damn. If he was cool, he can't
Yup.
be cool.
And I don't talk to people much because, you know,
She be listening.
Then she opened up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cause you
Look
gotta
like she
get.
want to cry a little bit.
I'm pregnant, so if I cry, I'll cry. Don't mind me.
Oh, you all right? You family now.
How are y'all feeling?
I feel great. They feel great.
Right, that's what I'm saying. How y'all feeling? What do you guys think about the class?
Make some
Please
noise
put
on that
comments.
phone over
that
there.
Part. Any questions?
You've answered everything.
Okay, any concerns?
I'm not going to say it.
Why not?
Everybody looking at you like.
Why
I'm not
not?
going to say it.
Say it.
No.
It's not gonna be offensive to me. I
It
can
might be
handle it.
offensive to somebody else, though.
Say what, okay, so in this space, I wanna make sure this is clear. In this space, it's no judgment, we're learning. In this space, we're open to other people's opinions without criticism. Because if we can't allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to say what we wanna say and how we wanna say it, and know that it's coming from a place of goodness, then we can't thrive.
I just want us as Black people to love yourself more.
That part.
And teach the truth. Don't expect nobody else to don't expect your kids to go to these schools and learn. Teach
That should be the
truth.
first topic we do
That part.
next week, right here.
Because
Because
we
them
gotta have
kids
the
out there
kids.
twerking
Right.
at 4 years old, sitting on Uncle John's lap.
I don't know,
I agree with her.
but honestly, like, start from the root.
Internal. Yeah.
Don't keep, like, oh, go to college, be a AKA, be part of the, don't do that.
If you don't love yourself.
Because you're pushing your kids in the wrong direction when you do that. Teach them everything. If they want to know anything about a sorority or joining any kind of community program, teach them the truth about it. Because if they would have known the truth about these sororities, they would have known to keep their Black
Exactly.
daughter and son far away from it. And like that's what goes back to me saying that there's a lot of us been programmed to go against us. And if you didn't know, the sororities are too.
1,000%. I'm not
I
in
agree
one.
with you. You smart.
I'm not in one.
My father is smart.
Yeah.
My father teach me everything,
She's
but
very
I'm very combative. So if he teach me something, I'm gonna go research it and read up
Well,
on
that's
it
not
too.
combative. You
And
just.
then,
Yeah.
you
Handle
know,
up.
so me and my
There you
daddy
go.
just be like, we
You wanna
just be
know.
Going back,
yeah,
back and
so-
forth. All right, so the comments are great session. Happy NaKeesha, happy for you, NaKeesha. Can't wait for what happens next. This was good. I'm excited to have more conversations about different things. Me too. Optional spiritual pursuit can take you away from the conventional understanding, but it is growth. A miracle. Oh, thanks, Dad. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please make sure you comment if you want to join in on the next one. The information is located below in the description. With that being said, I want to tell y'all thank you, and y'all hang out just for a little bit, okay? Thank y'all for joining us for this 1 hour. We will reconvene next week on Friday within the community, the Black Tribe community. So if you don't know anything about that, just put it in the comments and I'll definitely send you the link so you can join us there. With that being said, thank you guys so much
Take
for
care.
joining us. Have a wonderful day. We'll meet up again next week. Bye, y'all. All right, so now with y'all.
Piggyback on like what she said.
Uh-huh.
My dad